Okay, there you go. Okay, now I don't remember where I was, and I know I'm a very exciting speaker, but I don't want to read everything I just said. I think I was thanking our rector for being here. I also like to thank Vice Rector Francisco Serrano Garcia, Dr. Gasmi, Dr. De La Fuente. Joining us from St. Louis will be Dr. Karen Kuvar, traditional BSN Level 1 Program Director, and also the Dean of the Trudy Bush Valentine School of Nursing, Dr. Chris LaCour. We have a guest speaker for you today, Catherine Winiger, who's a registered nurse from America, from St. Louis actually, but she lives here in Madrid now. We also have some student speakers, Gianna Selly, who will be representing our visiting students, and Diana Vitkis, who will be representing our permanent students who study with us for their first 2 years of their BSN. The white coat ceremony is a rite of passage. It is a tradition that was started by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, an organization that is dedicated to keeping humanity and human compassion at the heart of healthcare. By donning the white coats and reciting the healthcare workers' pledge, our students are affirming their commitment to providing high quality, clinically competent, compassionate care for their careers. We'd like to thank you all for joining us on this important evening. And I would like to ask Father James O'Leary to lead us in prayer.
It's really a beautiful space. On behalf of the Jesuit let us pray. Whoa. Let us pray. Loving God, we invite and invoke your divine presence at this white coat ceremony and ask that you look at these nurses, our future nurses, with love. We ask that you fill their minds with your love of all the specialized knowledge they will need to become true healers. We ask that you touch their hearts, that they will overflow with compassion and love for those who are ill and infirm. We ask that you open their eyes so they will recognize those who are lost and sad and worried. Heavenly God, we ask that you keep them close to you and watch over them. Protect and provide for them. Guard them and guide them. Give them their grace, O Lord, to enable them to persevere in their vocation throughout their lives. And we ask this through Christ our Lord.
Okay, and we would like to welcome, joining us from St. Louis via Zoom, Dr. Chris LaCour, the Dean of the Trudy Bush Valentine School of Nursing. Aquí.
Unmute. Thank you for letting welcome everybody, and thank you for giving us a minute to say hello and extend my greetings. I want to thank the entire Madrid team, faculty, administrators for planning this event today. It's wonderful recognition of the work that you do and the work that our students have been doing, for the great education and care that you have provided our students this semester and always. And just to the students, just a few things. Congratulations. This is a really big milestone for you. We miss you here in St. Louis, and we're very excited to see you in January. This is an important milestone in your professional journey as you prepare to be nurses. And I just want you to always remember that you are the hands, the heart, the soul, and the backbone of the entire healthcare industry. They rely on nurses. And I don't say that to scare you or to make you feel overwhelmed, but I want you to be proud of that and embrace it. Learn from your faculty, your peers, your other students, your preceptors, and mostly your patients. I always say that I've learned more from my patients than I ever expected or prepared for. So love your patients, learn from them. Congratulations on this great day. Enjoy the ceremony, and we'll see you in January in just a few months. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lepore, and please welcome Dr. Karen Kuvar, traditional BSN Level 1 coordinator and associate professor, also joining us from Zoom via Zoom from the St. Louis campus.
Thank you so much, everyone. First of all, to the staff and the faculty at Madrid, I am so thankful and grateful for each and every one of you, all the hard work that you put in and day out to teach our students, those that are your permanent students, as well as our study abroad students. I thoroughly enjoy our monthly meetings and working with each and every one of you in order to provide the best education that we can to our students. And to the students, congratulations, you all. You've worked so hard this semester. I have heard amazing things about each and every one of you. As Dr. LeCure mentioned, this is a wonderful milestone in your education as a nurse. Nursing, regardless of what the media would like to tell you, it truly is a profession. It is made of all the things that you do. It is mind, body, spirit. We speak of cura personalis all the time, and we use that when we care for our patients. But even so, it's how we care for students. It's how you approach the world. You're not just a nurse, you are a Billiken nurse. And a Billiken nurse is so much more than any other nurse. I am a firm believer that everything that you do is for a reason. You came to SLU for the Jesuit mission, and we truly believe that here at St. Louis University School of Nursing, our Billiken nurses truly are the hands and feet of Jesus. And that's what you're learning there, and you will continue to learn that when you come back here. So lastly, again, congratulations to each and every one of you. This is an amazing opportunity, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you get to participate in that wonderful, wonderful city of Madrid. And I look forward to seeing you in January.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kuvar, and please welcome Henrietta Buckley, one of our other nursing faculty, who will be introducing your guest speaker.
Good evening. Like John said, my name is Henrietta Buckley. I am very happy to introduce our guest speaker. Her name is Catherine Winninger. Her background is in cardiac nursing. She is from the US, but she is now living in Madrid. And I'm very excited to have her share her words of wisdom with you.
Hi, thank you, Henrietta, and welcome students to your white coat ceremony. As has been mentioned already and will continue to be, this is an exciting night, a night where you transition from the preclinical preparation to practical clinicals and the application of what you're learning in class. And it signifies your commitment to patient-centered care, professionalism, ethics, and human dignity. And like was mentioned, you as nurses are going to be the hands and feet of Jesus, and that's a big deal. I celebrated my own white coat ceremony, you can see here, in February of 2016. And I remember at the time being really excited to begin to taste a little bit more of what my career would look like post my 4 years in the university. But at the time, I had no idea that what I was learning through class, lab, and clinicals was going to affect every aspect of my life, not just my career. Almost 8 years later, and I can confidently say that being a nurse is not just having the BSN, RN at the back of your name, or how much you know about a certain illness or a certain medication, or who you are when you step into that third 12-hour shift in a row in the hospital. But being a nurse requires character qualities like patience, kindness, generosity, and boldness. And those character qualities sleep into all areas of your life. And we often describe those character qualities and many more in the nursing world as nonverbal communication. And like I mentioned, of course, knowing medication contraindications or why we use a medication or what's going on with our patient medically is incredibly important. But if you're missing kindness and patience towards a difficult patient, then you're lacking key components in your care as a nurse. And I'm so thankful for the ways that my nursing career has helped me grow in critical thinking and my ability to think quickly on my feet and work really smartly. But I'm most thankful that it has grown my heart and compassion for the sick and for their families. My gratitude for my nursing degree and my career has grown exponentially since moving to Madrid, which was kind of surprising to me, as I'm not working currently as a nurse. My husband and I moved here 3 years ago, and I really did grieve leaving my job as a cardiac nurse. I loved it. It was something I looked forward to every single day when I stepped up on the floor. However, what I didn't know then was how important the tools and the knowledge I had from my nursing career would be for my life here. I have an 18-month-old son. His name is James, and he was born here in Madrid. And at 3 weeks old, we got a phone call that no parent wants to receive, that he was diagnosed with a chronic genetic illness, and they discovered it on the heel stick at birth. And of course, when we got that phone call, my nursing brain began to think about what are the signs and symptoms of cystic fibrosis, which is what he has. What medications is he going to need to take? How do I communicate with the doctor what he needs? How do I know what he needs? But then also I had my family member, my mom brain kick in and think, who's going to be taking care of him? What are the nurses going to be like? What is life going to look like with a son with a chronic genetic illness? I can say thankfully, James is thriving. He's very healthy. He is running around, lives a very normal life, thanks to the incredible advancements that exist today for patients with cystic fibrosis. But during this journey over the last 18 months, 2 things have really stood out to me as both a mom and a nurse. The first being, I'm really thankful for my nursing skills and my comfort level of discussing medical topics. And that only comes from my years of nursing and my time in nursing school. I've been able to confidently give James medication since he was 3 weeks old. And I've had the confidence also to advocate for my son here in a foreign country, and in a language that is not my native tongue. But I think what's more important than that is that I've been able to see played out so evidently why those character qualities I mentioned before are so necessary as a healthcare professional. Nonverbal communication has made all the difference in the world for us to feel confident in the care our son is receiving here in Madrid. Though at times there's a pretty significant language barrier. And there's times where I don't understand exactly what's going on, but we've been cared for with compassion, genuineness, and patience by nurses and other people in the healthcare field. And I can say the same is true in the US as well, with our nurses and team of doctors there. But it definitely feels more noticeable here, as the importance of nonverbal communication is just more necessary when there's a lack of words or a misunderstanding in language. So that being said, my experience now on the family side of things has solidified my belief that these character qualities of patience, genuineness, kindness, patience, boldness are so essential as you step into this nursing career. Without them, patients will not feel comfortable. Without it, family members will not feel open to talk to you, to cry on your shoulder, to ask you questions. And I'm really so thankful for my time as a nurse and then also as a mom on the family side of things, to really learn that and to really see how those character qualities have affected all areas of my life. I'm really so thankful for my nursing career, my degree, and all the things that it has taught me and it will continue to teach me in the years to come. It really is a beautiful career. You guys are really lucky to get to be stepping into it. And I'm really excited for each and every one of you as you decide what specialty you want to be in, where you want to work, and the ways that you grow as a person as you go through school and step into the hospital. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing where you guys end up. And thank you so much for this time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Catherine. I would like to introduce Dr. Martha Nelson, one of our other nursing faculty, who will be introducing our student speakers.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, a nursing student, that is a visiting student, Gianna Selly.
Good evening. My name is Gianna Sally, and it is an honor to speak to you all tonight. I want to start off by first congratulating all my nursing peers on our accomplishments. I am proud to know each and every one of you and look forward to continuing our education together. For those of you who started off your nursing education here at SLU Madrid, I am eager for you all to join us starting junior year back on the main campus, where we will continue to collaborate and work towards our goals. It has been a pleasure getting to know you. I would also like to take a moment to welcome all the loved ones in attendance who have made quite the journey to be here tonight. Your support in our nursing education does not go unnoticed, so thank you. American anthropologist and author Margaret Mead once said, "Never believe that a few caring people can't change the world, for indeed that's all who ever have." When I consider what a career in nursing means, this quote best reflects my thoughts. A career in nursing means making a commitment to care for others in their vulnerable time of need, to provide support to both patient and loved family members, to truly be able to provide care on a deeper level. However, something more is needed. That something has been given to us at SLU, and that is the education to care with confidence. Knowledge is power. Our nursing education here at St. Louis University is actively equipping us with the knowledge to both improve patient outcomes and provide high-quality care. We are learning to become supportive voices within the healthcare system, voices for patients, and interpersonal voices between patients and providers. We get the opportunity to sew a vital thread through humanity, a thread of healing and of hope. We each have our own personal reasons for being here today. One of my biggest motivations to enter the nursing field can be attributed to my late uncle. My loving and goofing uncle was studying to become a nurse before he passed away back in 2017. I made a promise to myself and my family to finish what he started. My Nana also inspired me to become a nurse. Growing up, whenever we went to my grandparents' house and she would be coming home from work, she would show me how to use her mauve-colored stethoscope. She would let me try it on, and all my family members, I would use it on them, even though I couldn't hear a thing. I am proud to now say that thanks to SLU, I can now wield my very own teal-colored stethoscope properly. My Nana lives at home with our family now, and often I will sit and listen to her recall stories of her experience as a nurse. She loves to tell me how the nursing uniforms nowadays have come a long way from the all-white nursing dress and nursing cap she used to wear, which I am grateful for. Aside from that, she likes to remind me of the importance of being there for the patient. She tells me how powerful eye contact is and that there is nothing more beautiful than human connection. Truly looking into the eyes of someone that is struggling and with a simple look, conveying that you acknowledge them in their pain and are willing to meet them where they are at is an ability that I aspire toward. Even if words fail, making a constant effort to connect with a patient, coupled with our competence in nursing, will make all the difference to a patient in the long term. It is no surprise that being a nursing student can be daunting. I still have flashbacks to chemistry class during our first semester of freshman year. That class was no joke. Seriously, between that and the seemingly endless chemistry lab that went along with it, I remember thinking, what on earth am I doing here? And yet, we press forward on our journey. As our classes become increasingly sophisticated, we are learning something beyond the classroom. We get the chance to learn that SLU is not just teaching us the cut and dry methods of how to become a good nurse. It goes beyond that. They are teaching us resilience. Resilience is a key aspect in our education process that often gets overlooked. Every one of us will have struggles, yet we cannot see how far we have come until we take time to stop, turn around, and look back at the road behind us. Yes, we need to pass all our classes. We're going to have to start taking care of more than just the creepy mannequins in the lab. But this reflection also shows us that we can do hard things. It is easy to get wrapped up in studying in the late night hours in the library. Not a week has gone by where we haven't looked up from our computer screens and realized that we have been locked in for so long that the light coming from the window is already gone for the day. It is in these hours of dedication and resilience that we get closer to our main goal, our nursing degree. We are not in this alone. If it were not for our friends and study buddies, we would not be as successful as we are today. They remind me day in and day out that I am not alone. It has been fun putting what we have learned on slides into practice during lab, memorizing how to take vital signs again, and again. On behalf of all of us nursing students, I would like to thank in advance all those people in our lives who put up with us practicing vital signs on you. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. As we move to the next step of our journey, I want us all to remember the beauty of collaboration. We cannot do this alone. This mentality will be invaluable moving forward. As we are learning in our clinical concepts class this semester, when in doubt, we should not be afraid to ask a colleague for help. From double checking a dosage to asking how a piece of medical equipment works, we can always reach out. We also need to be available to others' questions, as reciprocity is key to success. Finally, thank you to all the St. Louis University faculty who collaborate with us in the classroom. I enjoy getting insight into your unique perspectives on the healthcare system and your differing experiences as nurses. Your patience in leading us on our academic journey is shaping the way we will carry ourselves into future patient interactions. I want to end with a quote by philosopher Ralph Waldo for all of us future nurses to take with us. It reads, "To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded." Thank you.
Please welcome our permanent student who has been with us for 2 years. And today she will address all of her peers. Diana Pitkus.
Thank you, Gianna, for the speech. It was wonderful. Mine's not as long, but I hope it still has good meaning and as much meaning as Gianna's. Good afternoon, families, friends, and everyone else who has come to celebrate this day with us. We take pride in how far we've come in the past year and a half, and I'm so happy that you guys could be here. Thank you for the nursing faculty to give me the opportunity to speak upon my fellow classmates and the family and friends who have been here. Last semester, myself and 3 other girls decided it was the best idea to come and move to Spain to start our university experience. It was a change that we had to adjust to for sure. I think we did it very well. One, maybe. From learning the ways to the metro and learning the language, and then from balancing going out and studying at the same time. It's difficult at first. Now we are sophomores, about to continue to clinicals here in Spain. How time has flown by, right? Looking back at the times from sitting in Mrs. Buckley's intro to nursing class to now practicing health assessment with her, and from Dr. Nelson's human growth and development to now learning clinical concepts with Mr. Longewitt. As we move on to the next step of our education, we enter the second part of sophomore year. The origin of sophomore is quite intriguing to me. In the past, the Greeks used sophomore to describe the sophist. In Greek, sophos means wise and moros is foolish. So we are technically wise fools. And you guys might be asking, why are we wise fools? And what does this have to do with nursing? Well, we have the background knowledge. We've studied for a year and a half on all of the theory. Now we're going into clinicals and we're going to be foolish. We're not going to know everything right away, but with the clinicals, and as we receive these white coats, we will transition our knowledge to our clinicals, and then therefore the experience from our clinicals will go into our careers for the rest of our careers and life. With all the difficulties that we have conquered in the year and a half, I know that the classmates I am surrounded by, along with myself, will be good professionals, as Mr. Longway challenges us to be. Thank you, Dr. De La Fuente, for guiding us through all of our difficult questions and challenges within the hardest classes. Thank you to our nursing professors, Mrs. Buckley, Dr. Nelson, and Mr. Longway, for teaching us what it means to be a true nurse, for guiding us in promoting health, and for preparing us with the clinical concepts that we need to succeed. And lastly, we cannot forget the people in front of us. Thank you to our family and friends, our family for getting us to the point we are now, and for our friends who are kept pushing us along the way. I don't think I could have done it without you all, and I don't think that my friends couldn't have agreed more. Here's to class of 2028. We're ready for clinicals to enter with confidence, purpose, and pride, and we are ready for what comes next. And I believe that we've got this.
Now we're ready to present the students. Jamie Atsatasi, Mionshe Boyd, Gianna Selly, Katie Engel, Lauren Hiltz, Neve Kinderluder, Eva Isel, Bella Jonas, Jessie Lawson, Aidan Markram, Maxi Osei, Diana Reyes. Jessie. Samantha Schindler, Marley Shepherd, Etara Samen, Samantha Thomas, Diana Bitkus, Mia Woods,
It is my honor to present our rector, William Johnson.
Thank you, Professor Buckley. That was great. This is a really cool event. This is only the second white coat ceremony that I've attended, and I just love it. It's an uplifting thing. It's an exciting thing. It's a momentous thing. And the words of the speakers this evening were so on point, capturing the sense of the nursing profession and what it means to be part of a Jesuit community. Can you join me in thanking our speakers one more time for their terrific work? Friends, family, loved ones, faculty and staff, distinguished speakers, and most of all, students, it is so good to be here with all of you this evening for this meaningful ceremony. To our friends and colleagues in St. Louis, thank you so much for joining us. I often brag about our nursing program for lots of reasons, but one reason is that the nursing program is an outstanding example of the strong relationship between our two campuses and the great things that are possible when we work together. Dean LeCourier and Professor Kuvar, thank you for being here with us and for your spirit of collaboration. Nursing students, congratulations. This ceremony marks an incredibly important milestone on your journey as you move from academic classroom study to the clinical setting. A journey that reflects the combination of academic coursework and clinical work that is the hallmark of a professional degree program. I know that the rigorous academic work to get to this point has not been easy, but you've made it. Here you are. Your hard work and dedication have paid off. It is an incredibly exciting time in your journey to becoming healthcare professionals as you join the noble profession of nursing. And it is indeed a noble profession. You have my hearty congratulations. Students, you also have my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to compassionate care. Thank you for what you will do as healers. Thank you for answering the call to join the nursing profession. What nurses do to care for and heal those who are sick, injured, or in pain is truly powerful. We've heard testimony of that this evening. You will facilitate physical healing, and that clearly is so enormously consequential, important, and valuable. But you will do more than that. You will touch lives in profound ways. You will do so during difficult times in the lives of your patients when they are most vulnerable. You will be a source of comfort and solace, not only to your patients, but also for their loved ones and their communities. When you offer care to one, whether you know it or not, you are offering care to their loved ones in direct and indirect ways, in ways that can be deeply profound and impactful. Now, all of that is true for the nursing profession as a general matter, but you are trained in the Jesuit tradition, and that matters. We live in a world that is truly beautiful. We do not live in a perfect world. It's a world that ripples with love, with joy, with compassion, human connection, but it also ripples with pain, with violence and injustice. As nursing professionals trained and educated in the Jesuit tradition, you will play important roles in the pursuit of physical healing, but also in the pursuit of healing justice. As members of a Jesuit university community, each of us has a special calling to walk with the excluded on a journey of healing and reconciliation, to insert ourselves in the world on behalf of the marginalized, to be part of healing a broken and unjust world. That is a calling that I take very, very seriously, as I know every member of the SLU Madrid and St. Louis University communities does as well. But you will have special training and skills that I will never have, that will uniquely position you to render exceptional healthcare and also to do good works, to have deep, lasting, and meaningful impact on communities you serve, and to spread peace and hope, where peace and hope are so desperately needed. Your hands of healing, comfort, and care are a gift to a world that needs healing. That is powerful. It gives me goosebumps as I think about the roles that you will play. I hope that you take pride in that. Take pride in joining this noble profession. Tonight we celebrate you. Know that we appreciate you. We are proud of you. And we are so excited for what comes next. Students, you have earned your white coats. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Rector Johnson. And if all of the nursing students and my fellow nursing faculty will join me on the stage, we will recite the Health Professions Covenant located at Let him get the photo. You're young and beautiful, really here. Okay, so let us recite the Health Professions Covenant. As a healthcare professional, dedicated to the well-being of individuals and communities, I am committed to achieving and sustaining the highest level of professional competence, to fulfilling my responsibilities with compassion for patients suffering, and to help patients take their own choices about healthcare whenever possible. Recognizing that effective health promotion, disease prevention, and curative and long-term care are products of the combined efforts of teams of healthcare professionals. I pledge collaboration with all my colleagues, similarly committed to meeting healthcare needs of individuals and their communities. Further, I will work within my profession to encourage placement of patients and the public's interest above the self-interest of my individual profession. I saw some photos being taken. Does anyone need a few more minutes to take photos of your loved one that you should be very proud of tonight? No, we're pretty good. Marlo. Okay. So, do you see that, Nick? Okay, thank you all very much for joining us, and thank you to all of our guest speakers. Thank you to all of the faculty members who joined us. Thank you, Father Jim, for sharing a prayer with us. Shh, I'm talking. We're going to have a reception following this. It is going to be in San Ignacio Hall. I realize that only means something to about half of us in this room. So once the students collect their coats, we're going to walk over to San Ignacio Hall together so we can show you the way. So again, thank you very much and congratulations to our students.
Oh, sorry. Wait. I'll wait. Sorry. Estaba viendo. Estaba viendo a la otra. He's gonna take it off. Oh, I wanted to.
You know, we should-
Like.
What we should use is the background of this, I have slides of Africa or agenda there, so if we could put that up there. Okay, everyone, we should get moving toward the reception. Hello. The reception does have free wine, if that can motivate you.